All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. My name is Tony Procopio. I am logging in from New Fairfield, Connecticut. If you're new to the team, welcome aboard. We have a lot of new people joining us, especially at this time of the year. Holiday week, Thanksgiving this week. So I appreciate you plugging in. We will post this into our YouTube channel as well. So for anybody on your team that isn't able to make it today, if it's not opportune for them, have them just refer to the YouTube channel. They'll be able to see it there. We'll post it in the Facebook group as well as in the Telegram channel as well. So that being said, I'm excited about what's happening with community solar in general. Just a lot of things going on. That's going to be our topic of discussion today, and then we will get to Q&A after that. So this is designed for people to put in questions that you have into the chat or raise your hand at the end. I'll leave the lines open for now, but just mute yourself out for now. I'm going to go through some information quickly, and then again, we'll get to question and answer right at the end of this information. All right, so let's get started and get right into it. Couple announcements. We have our Hawaii Leadership Summit trip coming up. Still plenty of time to qualify for that. We have a lot of people pushing to make it there, to get to regional director, to auto qualify no matter where you live or no matter where you work in the business. We have people looking to qualify because we have raffles going on, because we have other ways to get onto the trip. Like, for instance, if you happen to build a team and get to director before the end of this month and 400 of your customers come from Texas, then you automatically qualify at director level to go on an all expense paid trip with the leaders, with CEO of the company, Mike Falquist, all the corporate leadership team, the other people who've qualified at regional director, senior director, and above, for people who are going to qualify above that as well. So we have a lot of information there. And then Maine Community Solar Promotion as well, helping people in the state of Maine, or if you know anybody in the state of Maine, in the Versant territory. Big push right there now to get a whole bunch of customers in on the platform. There's a big upside for us because it will help us as a company to open up additional markets faster by doing some great things in the Versant territory, because there are some developers there who have other projects in other states, and they'll open them up faster and more to us if we get some customers in that market. All right, so a lot of emphasis on the Versant territory in Maine, where they're tripling the points for community solar. You can still obviously sign up electricity customers there as well. Everyone in Maine can still sign up and become a community solar customer and an electricity customer. You can get paid on both, business as usual, but you'll get 4 points if it's a Versant customer if they do both services. So exciting there. And then scan the QR code here, and that'll take you to the link where you can get tickets to our first annual national conference coming up in Atlantic City. It's going to be next October, sometime toward the middle to end of October or the beginning of November. We don't have the exact date yet, but we'll have it soon. But you definitely want to get there. Tickets are $99, or you can buy a 10-pack for $5.99, so $59.99 or whatever it is, $59.90, something like that per ticket, if you buy them in a pack of 10. So there you go. So that's going to be exciting as well. Can't wait for that. We're going to see everybody there. It's going to be a massive event. I mean, we had at our regional events, the 2 regional events, I think we had a total of about 450 people show up at that event. So our first national convention, I mean, we're going to have, like, who knows, 1,500, 3,000 people, maybe more, at our first ever national convention. It's going to we're going to blow the roof off of that place, wherever it is. So quickly, Community Solar 101. If you're new, just want to share with you, this is how community solar works in a nutshell. Step 1, solar developers build community solar farms. They produce renewable energy locally in that state. Then step 2, the solar power that's generated by the sun hitting those panels that are laid out in solar farms, they could be on rooftops, in fields, wherever it is, that energy, those farms flow, that electricity flows into the grid, the local electricity grid. Customers then in step 3 sign up, right, to reserve a portion of the solar credits that are produced by the solar farm through what we call a subscription. A lot of people have asked, what's a subscription? Does it cost anything? No, it doesn't cost anything. That should actually say a free subscription. I think we're going to have to put that in there and get that in there, that word free. It's a free subscription. Customers then receive solar credits on their monthly electricity bill, reducing what they owe to the utility that month, and then customers pay for the solar credits that they received minus a 10% discount, locked in for up to 20 years. So in a nutshell, you get production from the farm. If you receive $100 of production from the farm, you get a discount minimum of 10%, okay, off of that, which if you received $100 from the farm and you get 10% discount on that, that means you're saving $10 every month. So just to give you in a quick nutshell overview, that's how this works. The only thing that can happen with someone when they sign up for community solar is they pay less. That's it. There's no penalties, there's no fees, there's no risk, there's nothing. They're free to come and go as they please. It's just savings from a state-sponsored program. And we at Think Energy are responsible, one of the parties responsible. We're a licensed provider for community solar in the states that we operate, where we can bring customers onto that state program's platform and get them those in discounts that they're entitled to just because they happen to have an electricity bill. Again, it's free to enroll. The discounts in all the states range from anywhere from 5% to 25%, depending on the state and the type of electric bill you have, or I should say the type of programs you're on in that state. Nothing to buy or install. So nothing. This is not, no rooftop is required here. We're not looking for people to put panels on their roof. Again, you're remotely connecting your bill to a solar farm to get those credits. So even renters qualify. So it's anyone who has an electricity bill. In most states, it's residential for now. Eventually, we will do some small commercial as well. But right now, it's residential. It is the largest growing savings opportunity in America in the electricity market. There's nothing else even close. Honestly, nothing else even close. I've never seen a guaranteed savings program like this, where someone can get those discounts and get them for free, that exists with this high of a discount. Here's the states that we're operating in. You see the three green states. We have Maine, New York, and New Jersey, with Maryland coming soon. And Maryland will be similar to New Jersey, a 10% to 25% discounts. That market will open in December. Now let's talk about the New Jersey market that just launched yesterday. So New Jersey, to give you some history, had a pilot project for, I think, for the past 3 years or so, for 3 or 4 years. So for the past 3 or 4 years, they've been in a pilot project with community solar. They allowed about 10,000 subscribers onto the platform, roughly, to test out the program, to find out if they wanted to make it a permanent program, to see how it works. They loved it, and so they made it a permanent program. The legislature there made it a permanent program in August of 2023. So 30,000 new residential and low and moderate income, that's what LMI stands for, low and moderate income subscribers, will be allowed onto the platform through this permanent program now. Now that could expand later. For now, 30,000. That's all. Those are the total slots available. It's like, get them while you can. The program requirement for each of the solar farms is that 50% goes to residential and 50% of that goes to low and moderate income as well. So project submissions, I mean, it's like November 2023 is when they're completing it. Early 2024 is when they're going to award basically the projects to the developers and all that good stuff. And then consolidated billing rollout will happen in early 2025. All right, so what does that mean? Right now, in the state of New Jersey, it is a dual billing system in the state of New Jersey, exactly like we have in Maine. Okay, utility consolidated billing is where they're headed. So in early 2025, again, this is the utilities that have to do this, so that's their timeline. We don't have any control over it. Could that move or shift and be sooner or later? Yes. If I guessed, I would say it would be, if it changes and it's not early 2025, I would probably say, based on historically working with utility companies, that it would be later. So at the earliest, it'll be early 2025. That's the target. When they switch over to utility consolidated billing, there will not be a dual bill situation, and I'll show you how that works in a second. So that will be a bill. The billing will happen just like it does in New York, where customers sign up and the discount goes right on their bill. Nothing changes. We don't need payment information. The customer doesn't have to pay two bills. Now, part of the New Jersey program is that they're looking for community partnerships big time in the state. It's part of the state program. So they're looking, and we're going to have special programs for this that will roll out over the coming months so that we can attract churches and schools and municipalities and other nonprofits to bring clean energy savings to larger groups and large swaths of the community all at once. So New Jersey is very, very active with low and moderate income customers because that's the basis. That's why they started. That's why every state starts community solar programs, to bring lower cost clean energy to the people who need it the most. It's one of the cornerstones of community solar. So here's the footprint in the state of New Jersey. There are right now, we have access. So Think Energy has access to 10,000 customer slots. Now that number is going to grow. So we've already contracted 10,000 slots out of 30,000. Okay. And we're just getting started. So the faster we fill these slots, the more likely we are to get the rest of the slots as well. All right. But 10,000 right out of the gate that's serious. So 3,500 of those will be standard residential customers. The remaining, the 6,500, are available slots for low and moderate income customers. Again, the billing is dual billing, where you get two bills. You pay a small bill to the utility company, JCP&L, ACE or ACE or PSE&G. Those are the three territories that we're operating in the state of New Jersey. Now, I know there's Orange and Rockland in the state of New Jersey, Orange Rockland Utilities, ORU. That area is not open for us yet. Will it open maybe later? That's a possibility. So right now it's everywhere in New Jersey except for, outside of Orange and Rockland utility. All right. And then if there's any towns that have their own municipal, they're not, so any customer that has a JCPL, ACE, or PSE&G bill, they can participate. And if they're residential customers. So we are dual billing is where you pay a small bill to your local utility company and you pay the rest of your bill minus the discount to Think Energy. It's as simple as that. You pay a small portion of your bill, taxes, fees, basic service charges to the utility. You pay the rest minus the discount from Community Solar to Think Energy. That's how dual billing works in all states that have dual billing. Now in the state of Maine, we're able to do credit card or ACH. In the state of New Jersey, it's just for dual billing right now, today. This could change, but today it's going to be ACH only. So you have to have a bank account, a checking account, to set that up so that you can have go on to auto pay on your checking account. That's how it works in the state of New Jersey. Again, in the state of Maine, you can go on to dual billing and you can go on to auto pay with that on a credit card, debit card, or a credit card, or a bank account. So in New Jersey for now, ACH only. So again, that consolidated billing will roll out early in 2025. Now, if we look at the way the state of New York did this when they were dual billing to start and they moved to consolidated billing, where we don't need any payment information. The discount goes right on the bill. Nothing changes. You just sign up and you get the discount for 20 years. Okay, that way, New York did that. They recently did that, and they've started to migrate everybody who was on dual billing over to the consolidated billing platform. So that happens on a developer by developer basis. So enrollments are open right now. We already have people signing up constantly right now for community solar in New Jersey. Again, limited slots. Get them while you can, because there's no guarantee that you will be able to get more. We're never, ever, ever going to be able to bring every customer onto this platform. So if you have someone who wants to get this discount, they need to get in and sign up now so that they can make sure that they have it before slots run out. So here's the pilot program and the permanent program. The pilot program, the column under the green where it says pilot program on the left here, it was 10,000 customers. The residential and LMI mix was the same. It started out at 10% for residential, and it was 20 to 30% for low and moderate income customers, and it was dual billing. Okay, that program is still in place. Okay, so any farms that became operational during the pilot program from before August of this year, they are still on the pilot program metrics, like the savings and the discount. All of those things stay. All right, I'm going to tell you why that's important to know in a sec. The permanent program that just started, again, 30,000 customers. The residential discount for standard residential customers is 15%. So it went up with the permanent program. The low and moderate income customers, depending on what utility company they're in, where they live in the state, it's anywhere from 20 to 25% for low and moderate income customers. So a significant bump over the old, 10% and even the new 15%. It's dual billing now. It will move to consolidated billing in early 2025. So the reason we show these two programs, even though the old program is done, is that there are customers, and if you have your hand raised up, we'll get questions at the end just to give everybody a heads up. I'm going to get through this information quickly, and then we'll get to Q&A. The reason that we say this is because right now we are working in the permanent program. So Think Energy has contracted with permanent program developers, which means anyone who signs up on the permanent program is going to get 15% savings. And if it's LMI, it'll be 20 to 25. However, in the future or at any time, it could come up soon, it could be tomorrow, who knows, some developers from the old pilot program that haven't filled their farms completely, or because people move or people die or people don't pay their electric bill for 6 months and they get kicked off the farm or whatever, those customer slots may open up in the old program. When we sign up some customers will immediately go on to a farm faster than other customers that are waiting for new farms, because the pilot program farms are already active. And those customers will get the 10% or 20 to 30% LMI savings. So just to give you a heads up, we're telling everybody in the state of New Jersey that it's 10% or more, and you'll find out what that discount is when you sign up and get assigned to a farm. So it's 10% or more. That's what we're talking about in the state of New Jersey. Now, low and moderate income eligibility. It works like this. Most customers, because I've worked in the state of New Jersey in the pilot program with other community solar companies before Think Energy even existed. So I know how the program works there. Most customers that come on to low and moderate income for as far as eligibility, they already have, they already have on their electric bill. It either says they have Lifeline Assistance or Comfort Partners or Universal Service Fund. There's something that shows up on their bill already that shows they're getting energy assistance of some kind. And if that shows up on the bill when they upload a copy of their bill onto the platform when they're signing up, and they all should, everybody should. We encourage everybody to do that. Upload a copy of your bill. It'll help with any errors. It'll get you on the program faster, and it will auto qualify you onto the program. Like, you don't have to send in something else, right? That's how it's really cool. Now, for people who don't have energy assistance, but they have Medicaid, they have Social Security disability insurance, they have other programs like temporary assistance for needy families, they have a SNAP card, or low income household water assistance program. There will be ways for people to qualify who don't even have any of these programs, that they can fill out a form that allows them to state their income level with a form from the government, and they submit that. There's lots of different ways for people to provide proof of participation in any of the programs, or that they fall within the income parameters. All right, so multitude of ways to qualify, but most customers will just send in a copy of their bill, and they're already on these programs with the state, and that provides proof. All right, so I'm not going to get too much into detail, but again, all customers receive a minimum of 10% discount. That's what we're telling people. Customers will be allocated to the first available projects. It could be a pilot project or a permanent project. So the discounts are going to vary by project. And then they'll be notified of their project and their discount when we get them connected. So everybody's signing up 10% or more, Again, if LMI customers, they'll be able to check off some boxes and upload validation for that. I'll show you the enrollment in a sec and how that works. And then again, we're looking for community partners. So if you know people that can bring aboard organizations with us, you want to get in touch with your team here, nonprofits, schools, municipalities, soup kitchens, anybody who works in the community, you name it. This will help us to move forward faster and get more and more of the community solar capacity, and then help us to fill farms faster. And I can tell you this, just like the reason we're in New Jersey so quickly is because we did such a great job in Maine and such a great job in New York. That's why we're moving into into New Jersey now, and Maryland quickly. And I heard, Steve Condon say that if he had to peer into his crystal ball, that we should be seeing Illinois light up on the coming soon map. So the reason for this is because we're doing so well. So the one way that we can perform really well is to bring in community partners that can bring in their communities into Think Energy's platform. That will help us immensely. Here's how dual billing works. This is an example of a 15% discount for a customer in the state of New Jersey, let's say. So here's your utility bill. Before Think Energy, your utility bill is $120, let's say. You get no solar credits because you didn't sign up for community solar. You didn't sign up for the thing that you're entitled to, and you'd rather pay full retail price for all of your electricity and give all of your money to the electricity company. Like, that's what you want to do. Great. Do that. You're going to pay $120. Now, our smarter customers that are more informed and educated, because that's what we're doing, this is all about education. That's all this is. The only reason people are not going to sign up for community solar is because they don't know about it. Really, that's what it is. It's just a government discount. It's a state program discount. So here's the same utility bill. So here's your bill. Here's your utility bill with Think Energy's community solar program. You will get solar credits from the farm up to the amount of your bill, basically. Let's say you have $20 worth of taxes and fees and basic service charges. The rest of it, the supply and delivery, you can get a discount equal to that. You can get a discount that will offset that bill based on supply and delivery portions of your bill, where you can get a 15% discount on the supply and the delivery side of your bill. That's how community solar works. So if the farm had $100 of production in that month, let's say, you received $100 in solar credits on your bill. That lowers the amount that you pay to the utility by $100. So you pay $20 to your local utility company, PSE&G, let's say. The solar credits that you received, $100, you're going to pay 15% less for that energy than somebody over here that doesn't have community solar does. So 100 minus $15 or 15% is $85. Add the 85 and the 20 together, and you're paying $105 each month instead of $120 on average. So that's how the 15% discount works. It's the same exact way if we said, okay, it's 20 to 25% savings for low and moderate income. It's the same thing. Let's go with a 22% discount, because that's kind of like right in between 20 or 25. It won't be 22. It'll be 20 or 25, but let's just give you the example. This same customer with a $120 bill is now paying $98. That's how it works. It's so simple. If you understand it, I know dual billing can be a little confusing, but if you understand that whatever credits you're receiving from the farm, you're getting a 20 to 25% discount on, and that can be all the way up to on the supply and delivery, it can equal that portion of your bill that you're getting the discount on. This is very powerful. So enrollment is simple. You put in your zip code, hit next. Pick Sunshine, think Sunshine 20. You can also choose the other services as well, because customers can be both in the state of New Jersey. You can do both. And then simply you can check off the offer details. If somebody wants to see the community solar customer agreement, that's what those arrows are showing there. Great, they can do that. Then they put in their pod number, their pod ID, the pod number off of their bill. They can also estimate how much their bill is. We encourage people to do that. Like, how much do you think you're paying every month on average? I pay about $180 a month. Great. Put it in there. $250. Okay, great. Here's where you can upload a copy of your bill. You should encourage everybody to do that, because it will help us to enroll them faster and get them all of the discounts that are potentially needed. So they can check off, I'm an LMI customer right here, put in their service address, they hit next. And now it's simple. It's just, okay, here's the LMI program verification if they want to do that. And look at the details of that, where they're uploading a copy of their SNAP card or something like that. Again, a copy of their electric bill many times is good enough. And then they click next. Again, they're almost done. They put in their first name, their last name, their email. They put in the last 4 of their social so we can verify that they are a legit customer with the utility. We're not asking for the entire social security number. This is not, any personal and big personal information required here. And they finalize their enrollment by going through the platform here and providing their payment information below on the screen, their account number, their routing number, the type of account they have, checking. I'm not sure if it says savings, checking, or savings. I think you can do either. Usually it's checking, though. I think that it's checking. I have to double check that because I haven't gone through the enrollment myself because I don't live in New Jersey. And then verify your enrollment. How would you like to get a verification message, either email or text, to confirm? You guys, that's really it. They just click confirm when they get the text or the email. They click on the button that comes through and they're done. That's how it works. We get paid on electricity customers, as you all know, in all markets. It's $20 to bring in a customer for electricity in a one-time upfront CAB, customer acquisition bonus. Community solar, tier 1 in Maine, it's $120. Tier 2 in New York, it's $60. And community solar tier 3, they bumped it up to $80 in the state of New Jersey, a little more than in the state of New York. And that's where we are with the payout for bringing in the customers. Now, any customers that you that are referred by your customers, so a customer refers another customer, you will get paid 25% of that $80 in the state of New Jersey. So we get $20 when a free energy club customer refers another customer. So it's not you signing up the customer. And then these bonuses are paid out in 50-50. Basically. So 50% of this bonus of the $80 is paid up front when the customer moves into pending status and they're verified. And then the remaining 50% after they've been assigned to a farm and they pay their first bill. Now, low and moderate income customers, okay, that are allocated as low and moderate income customers, they're in between this band, okay, of 1,000 kilowatt hours up to 3,599 kilowatt hours. So they're below what's considered like a band 0. They're below 3,600 kilowatt hours a year. In other states like Maine and New York, there is no payment for a community solar customer. There's no customer acquisition bonus for a community solar customer that is below 3,600 kilowatt hours. But because of when states have a low and moderate income program, like New Jersey and like Maryland will, we are going to pay a customer acquisition bonus, even though those customers could be below the normal payout criteria. They could be anywhere from 1,000 to 3,599 kilowatt hours. We're going to pay 50% of the CAB, so $40 for that. That's how the customer acquisition bonuses work. I know I went through a lot of information very